Right here, I'm joined with one of the Kwela officials. So, can you tell me your name and the position at Kwela Fund?
Well, thank you very much. I am Emmanuel Woman Banda. I'm the Current Learning and Development Manager.
All right, that's great. You being part of Kwela officials, what inspired the idea of get together?
Well, considering we do now have a growing number of students in the universities, and we have created what we are calling communities. Now, within these communities, we're having students doing various programs, of course, different gender, from different backgrounds, and all different exposures and everything. Now, being a community, we feel it's important that they be able to have some time to come together, share ideas, share experiences, share about their backgrounds and all, because from that they get to be inspired by maybe they feel like they can't do anything considering where they're coming from, but then if they hear from someone within the community coming from maybe an even worse situation or worse background in terms of status quo, they would feel inspired that, oh, I can also do something. It's also a platform that we've created for these students to network, get to know each other with an intention of maybe creating partnerships, because in the end these are the people that will transform their households to begin with, and then their communities, and eventually the nation and the world. But then to do that, they cannot do that alone. They would require people to collaborate with and all that, and we know this is the best time, the best moment when they can have partners, a people they can trust, a people they are knowing at this moment. So in a nutshell, the get-togethers are there to provide these students that are within our communities a chance to come together, share ideas, share experiences, share their stories, share what they're doing, and also maybe one most important thing also, it's so that they be able to be there for each other. They're going through different things. They should be able for each other emotionally and socially. They should be able to be there for each other maybe when they're facing issues to do with academics, be able to help each other. So it's to provide that family, that community, where everything related to community about being there for each other and having issues handled as a corporate body are handled.
All right, great. So, how does this get together align? How is it aligned to the goals of Kwela?
Well, as Kwela, one thing that we are after is not really just about having these students' fees paid for. We are aiming at transforming lives, and it's not just about having these students in Kwela. We finance them and then they graduate. In fact, we have this concept in Kwela where the number of students we have and the financing is not necessarily how we measure our impact. We just look at them as inputs. And then the graduates, the number of graduates, the people that are graduating are simply outputs. But then our focus and our interest is on outcome. And outcome is the people that have graduated and have secured something or are earning and all that. Now, we realize that for them to be able to go out there and actually achieve this outcome that we are after as Kwela, as our goal, which would mean that now they would be able to transform lives within their community, the nation and all. We realize that for them to be there, they should be equipped with the skills. So these get-togethers are providing that social setting where they are being equipped with what's there in the real world. They are engaging with the real people, real humans. Now, when they go out there, they'll be able to carry themselves well. They'll be able to communicate something they are learning through the get-togethers. They'll be able to, that boldness, that confidence that will have them going there. That's what would be needed for our outcome or goals to be achieved. And one thing also is when they get to learn of other people's innovations, ideas, progresses, and all that, them too get inspired, and then they're also doing something. So our goal as Kwela is to transform lives, have these people empowered to transform other people. We are our aim is to create or build or cultivate game changers. Through this, we are giving them the platform where they get the exposure they need, the inspiration they need, the motivation they need, and all that. So that's how we feel these get-togethers align with our goals and
All right.
objectives.
All right, that's great. So, what are some of the messages that you have conveyed during the get together?
Well, during this get together. I must say it's been a wonderful experience. Now, the message I've conveyed, one is that we shouldn't just be looking at the things that we don't have and then we focus on those and feel helpless that we cannot do anything. We should also look at us as individuals. Within ourselves, what treasures do we carry? Within our environments, including the community we have and the resources that Kwela maybe offers and all that. Those are the resources we have. Now, let's look at these resources that we have and see how best we can now combine them and then produce something. Now, this will eventually translate into us looking at Malawi and not just focusing on the fact that we don't have this, we don't have that. Let's look at we have a lake, we have Alabrand, we have this. These are the things that we should now start. Would be able with that mindset, would be able now to combine those resources and produce something, rather than we feel like we are needy, we are helpless, we cannot do anything. No, because the more we are on the receiving end, the more we are on trying to look for donors, reaching out for help, and relying on loans and all that, we remain on the receiving end. We cannot offer. We inhibit our potential. So that's basically the message, one of the highlights of what I presented to them. And the other part is about them being responsible. Now, when you have someone helping you, it's usually inevitable that we would have them being complacent, feeling relaxed, feeling entitled and all that. Now, I was also giving them a message against that they should take this as an advantage and utilize this to the best advantage. So they should maximize on the opportunity, because there are so many people out there that are looking for this opportunity, and not everyone is considered, but they are considered. So they should embrace this opportunity and utilize it to the best levels ever.
All right. Lastly, you have said that get together is one of the way of empowering the student climbers. What are some of the activities that you do as Kwela Fund in order to empower and inspire student climbers?
Well, apart from providing this platform of communities where several activities are done, and maybe just also as highlights of within the communities, we do have different departments within the communities. We have the academics department, we have the ladies department, we have the events department. Now, through this, you'd see that the names entail something. We're talking of the ladies department being a platform solely prepared for females, where they can come together and empower each other in terms of the knowledge in the areas of marketing, businesses, entrepreneurship, and all in the areas of fashion, baking, and share all those skills and empower each other. This is also a platform where they would be able to have that safe space and be able to talk to each other, share their problems, and solve them together. Besides, or apart from providing these platforms, the warfare and all that, the names suggest what they do. But then apart from that, we do give them data bundles monthly. This is something that's very pivotal for their research in their skill, their school setting. They will do research in their various programs of study. Apart from that, they would use that to do research even outside their school, because they don't have to be thinking within the box or within their school setting and then just after exams. No, they should think life after exams within their field. So we also give them the data bundles for them to have that exposure. They can dig deep into their field and see what areas to look at. And also, then there's that part which is kind of obvious, the basis maybe of Kwela, that we do finance their tuition, giving them peace of mind, because our program, once one is in, so long as they comply to our the code of conduct and all, they'll be financed until they finish, which means no worries about I'll be left out and then they have to apply again and all that. So that peace of mind is also, we feel it's that empowering and all. So there are so many things. And then the exposure, because apart from these within institution get-togethers, we do have annual general meetings. We have communities at this is Mobus, at MAST, Kuhes, Zuzu University, University of Malawi. We have these people coming together where they get to also interact and then network even with doctors, network with lawyers and all that. So that's one way that we feel, those are other activities that we do to empower our students.
All right, thank you so much, Emmanuel.
Thank you so much. It's actually been a pleasure you having me.
Welcome.